create a beach ball dodgeball game in Scratch. So I'm going to click on create. And I'm going to get rid of that. We will keep our cat sprite. And first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make him a little smaller. So I'm going to change the size from 100 to 50. Okay. It is ocean beach theme, so I'm going to choose a beach background. So in the bottom right, I'm going to click on that circle. I'm going to click the magnifying glass. And let's do Beach Malibu. Awesome. Looks like a great day at the beach. And we are going to need to control our cat sprite to avoid the beach balls with the arrows, since we don't have a keyboard, since we are on the iPads. So I am going to search, and I'm going to grab that arrow. I will have this one be our up arrow. So I'm going to rename it up. And I want it to point in direction 0. So it looks like it's pointing up. Perfect. I'm going to hold my finger on it, and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to call it down. I'm going to have its direction be 180, so that it's pointing down. I will put it there. Perfect. Hold my finger down on it. Duplicate. And this one I will call right. And I want it to be pointing in direction 90. Awesome. And last but not least, I want to duplicate it. And this one I'm going to call left. Perfect. We want it to point in direction 270, which it calls it -90, the same thing. Awesome. So let's do our up arrow first. So events, when I click this sprite, so when the sprite clicked, excuse me, I am going to broadcast a message. I'm going to call it up. Let's go to my cat. When my cat receives up, I want to change my Y. So up, it needs to be positive. So I want to change my Y. Let's have it be by 25. So green flag, or when we click this sprite. Perfect. Awesome. So now for down. Events. When this sprite clicked, we want to broadcast, not broadcast and wait. We want to broadcast not up. We want to broadcast down. And now go to our cat. When our cat receives down, we want to change our Y, not by positive 25. We want to change it by negative 25. So let's test it. Perfect. That looks great. All right. On the right events, when this sprite is clicked, we want to broadcast, not down. We want to broadcast right. Perfect. Go to the cat. When I receive right, I want to change, not my Y this time, I want to change my X. And because we are going to the right, that is a positive number. And last but not least, let's do our left. So events, when sprite clicked, we want to broadcast new message left. Okay. On our cat, when I receive left motion, I want to change my X, not by positive, but by negative. All right. So our cat should move. Perfect. All right. So we did our arrows. All right. The next thing we are going to want to do is, let's go to our cat sprite, and let's start creating a variable. So we'll need to have 3. We want to have the score. We'll want to have our strength, and we'll want to have a timer. So on my cat, I'm going to click on variables. I'm going to click make a new variable. First one I'm going to do is timer. Click return. I want to make a new variable that's called score. Return. And I want to make one more that's called strength. Perfect. All right, let's do our timer first. So variables. We want to go to set my variable. We will click on my variable, change that to timer. And I'm just going to have it to be 15 seconds, and we can always change that later if we want to make it longer or shorter. So click perfect. And then we can see it in the top left corner of our beach scene. That looks great. So we want our timer to count down until it gets to 0. So I'm going to go to control. I'm going to grab repeat until. And I know that operators, I've got this equals block that will fit right there. So back to variables, I'm going to go to timer, repeat until timer not 50, but repeat until timer equals 0. So we want our timer to go down by 1. So I'm going to grab here in variables, I'm going to grab change my variable by 1. I'm going to click on timer, and I'm going to do by -1. And what we need it to do is to wait 1 second every time it does that. So repeat until timer equals 0. We will wait 1 second and then change timer by -1. So let's check that out. 14, 13, perfect. Awesome. And then once it gets to 0, we will have it say game over and we'll stop everything. So let's go to looks. Perfect, now our timer stopped at 0. Let's say game over. We'll do that for 5 seconds. And then we want everything to stop. So I am going to find, where's the one that says stop all? It is underneath control. I'm going to grab stop all. And that should be, just wait for it to count down. Perfect, it says game over. Awesome. So now let's program our cat sprite. We will grab another when the green flag is clicked. And every time we reset the game, why don't we have our cat go to not that X and Y, but 0, 0. Awesome. That looks like a great place for our cat to start every time. So I'm going to go to motion, and I'm going to grab when green flag is clicked, our cat will go to there. So no matter where it is, it'll go there when we click the green flag. Awesome. We will want to set our score after the game to 0. We want to start a new game whenever we click the green flag. So I'm going to grab set my variable. I'm going to change score to 0. And then last but not least, we need to set our strength. So our strength will go down. So I grab to set my variable. Our strength will go down if we get hit by a beach ball. Awesome. Okay, so click green flag. Awesome, those reset. It's looking good. And if our strength ever gets to 0, we want it to be game over. So I am going to do an if statement. And if, we're going to go to operators, we're going to grab that equals block that fits right in there. If our strength, so that is underneath variables, if strength equals 0, we want it to say game over and stop all. So I'm just going to hold my finger on those 2 blocks down there where it says say game over for 5 seconds and stop all. I'm going to click duplicate, and I'm going to put it inside there. And there's one more important thing. Whenever you have an if statement, it always needs to be inside a forever block. So I'm going to take this if statement and put it there. All right, and I think our cat sprite is good. All right, let's do our beach balls. So I am going to click plus. I'm going to search, and there is a beach ball sprite already. I'm just going to put it up there. right now our beach ball sprite does not have any code. So when the green flag is clicked, we want it to go to a random position. So I am going to go to events. When green flag is clicked, we will have it go to random position, and we will have it show. So looks, I'm going to go to show. Green flag is clicked, it's moving all around. Awesome. And then once it shows up, we will want to have it glide to another random position. So I am going to go to motion, and I'm going to grab the one that says glide 1 second to random position. I'm going to change it to 2 seconds. So green flag showed up. Oh, we want it to repeat. So I am going to go to control. I'm going to grab a forever block. And I'm going to put it there. Sweet. Okay, it's looking like a dodgeball. Once we start, it moves kind of quick. So I'm just going to give the player half a second wait time before our ball starts moving. So I'm going to go wait 0.5 seconds. So it showed up now. Okay, yep, I think that's kind of fair. And then we will say, let's do motion. If it's on the edge, let's have it bounce. Cool. And we can control our cat sprite with those arrows. Awesome, that looks good. All right, let's do the code that if our beach ball touches our cat, we want to change our strength. So I am going to go to control. I want an if statement. And remember, if statements are always inside forever. So we've got a forever block right there. So I'm going to put my if there. I'm going to go to sensing. So our beach ball, if it is touching, not the mouse pointer, but the cat is called sprite 1, we want to change the strength by -10. We want it to go down by 10. So I'm going to go to variables. And I'm going to grab change my variable by 1. I'm going to click on strength. And we don't want it to go up by 1. We want it to go down by 10. So let's click the green flag. Okay, there it goes. It dropped down 90 did. Awesome. And then let's see what else. We're going to want to have more than one beach ball. We're going to want to have, it's up to you, but I'm going to have 5 beach balls. So let's grab another when the green flag is clicked. And I want to repeat it 5 times. So I'm going to go to control. I'm going to grab repeat. I'm going to change 10 to 4. And let's see, how long should until a new beach ball comes? I'm going to grab wait. I'm going to do 3 seconds. And then after 3 seconds, we want our beach ball to create a clone, to create a duplicate of itself. So let's check it out. So there we go. We've got a copy. We got another copy, but they're not moving. So let's see, we're going to have to code those other beach balls to move. So still under control, scroll down to where it says when I start as a clone, we will want them to do the same block as our original beach ball. So where it says forever glide 1 second to random position, I'm going to put my finger on that forever block and I'm going to duplicate it. And when I duplicate it, now let's test it. All right. And we've got these beach balls all over the place. There we go. Perfect, that looks great. And let's see. So we've got our beach balls, we've got our clones. They go down by -10 whenever they touch our cat. Let's have a reward. So the score. So that's search for a Sprite that our cat can eat to give it strength. I am going to do Cheesy Puffs, just because I like Cheesy Puffs. It's up to you what Sprite that you choose as that, but let's see. When the green flag is clicked, we will have our Cheesy Puff go to a random position. So motion, go to random position. And it should stay there for... let's see. I think it should stay there for probably 3 seconds. So I'm going to go to wait 3 seconds. And then after 3 seconds, we want it to go to another random position. So motion, go to random position. So let's click the green flag. It went to a random position, waited 3 seconds, it went to another random position. We want that to loop. So I'm going to go to control, and I'm just going to get another forever block. And actually, we won't need the second go to random position, so let's check it out. Wait 3 seconds, and then it should go to another random position. Awesome. And then if our Sprite makes it to those Cheesy Puffs, we want to change our score by 1. So let's see, how can we do that? So let's go to events when the green flag is clicked. Let's go to an if statement. And remember, whenever we use an if statement, we want a forever loop around it. So if our Cheesy Puffs are touching our Sprite 1, remember the cat is called Sprite 1, we want to change our score. Events, no, sorry, variables. We want to change my variable. We want to change my variable to score. We'll change score by 1. And then after it touches it, we'll want it to hide. Let's see, we may have to add a show there. So looks. And then it hides. And then after 3 seconds, okay, so we'll need a show. Looks, and then we'll go here. There we go, and it pops up. Oh, game over. Awesome. So let's go big screen. And let's click our green flag. Right now we've got 15 seconds to get as many cheesy, oh no, I got that one. Oh, avoid the beach balls. I got that one. Oh, game over. Awesome, so you can make your game longer by making the timer more than 15 seconds. Looks like I lost some strength there. I got hit by a beach ball, and I got 2 Cheesy Puffs. And that's your game.